Hi everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot. Thanks for coming back, I really appreciate it. I'm Denise, and this reading is going to be probably a short one. It's from Frank, and he wants to know if Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson, and the whole faux broadcasting, are they, or media group, whatever we want to call it, are they complicit with the GOP conspiracy of, the big lie, hanging in there with Donald John Trump? So are they complicit, or what's going on? So we'll dig in and find out. So I'm going to drop the camera down. Okay, so I decided to use these two decks again. This one, Archie McPhee, super awesome fortune cards, and the Fundicycle, something like that, Fundicycle, turn of the century, end of the century Kipper cards by Ciro Marchetti. And so are Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson, and Fox Broadcasting complicit with this GOP conspiracy, the big lie? Or are they just doing something, are they just reading, off a teleprompter, something that somebody else has written? Let's see. Now, I've read on the future of Fox so-called news, but this is going to tune into, well, and actually I've read on Sean Hannity. I've done karmic readings on Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson as well, and Janine Pirro. I don't know if I've done anyone else. Okay, so anyway, but are they complicit with this big lie? Let's see, are they all in on it? Interesting. Oh, yeah. Huh, okay. Yeah, right. Well, just barely fits. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all right. Okay, so anyway, here's our theme. So I'm going with a visual right here with this one, which has to do with this, like, with the 8. In numerology, the 8 has to do with power. And yes, it's the infinity card, but I would say yes, for power, they are complicit. And that's because this card is touching the secret card, which they did it for money, They've done it for money. They've done it for the power. They be power tripping, man. The Queen, I feel it like there's just, they did it for the money, the power, and they want to, because they want to receive. That's how I'm reading this. They wanted to receive the power. And that's further reiterated here by the fact that the wish card, you got to watch what you wish for. But this is what they wanted. So, this is a card, this is a reading on the past, not the future. Are they complicit is basically Frank's question. So I would say yes, because they wanted to receive. They had big wishes out there to receive power and, to be aligned with any forces of power and money. And they thought that this power is like the keys to their happiness. Some of them may have even received gifts, because this is a card of gifts. And their reputation is definitely, yeah, I mean, they were going towards, because at night's over, and even in the image you can see the centaur here with the arrow, you know, going towards this like cabal, this infinite like cabal of money. And so, and also the moon card has to do with their public, you know, media persona, their public personality, you know, on air. And that's part of their financial foundation, you know, that's the whole deal. They're in like lockstep with these ridiculous, you know, they don't see it. They don't even really see it as a conspiracy. They see it as a way. Well, they probably deep down inside know, but they see it as a way to stay in power and in control, because that's the whole issue here. They will take in and receive anything they can to be like the queen and king and in control. That's what this is all about. And because they want the money, the power, and the prestige. That's what this that's what that spread says. All right, let's see what the Kipper has to offer. That key card is definitely a yes card. To remember that, that's a yes card. Whew. Okay. So same question, are they complicit? All right. This may show us, I think they're showing, I think this is showing us yes again, but it may show us why. Well, besides the money. Ooh, interesting. Oh, this brings in a little bit more information as to, there, maybe there's some room for captioning down here. Okay, so with this, okay, this is them in all of their ways of being able to communicate. And doing it for the money, doing it for the support. I'm not going to read these as people. Doing it for the money and the support. More money, and support. And they're immature. They're very immature in their thinking. They're, I don't really want to say that they're naive or innocent. They're just immature. Their brains don't work correctly, is what I'm getting with these two cards. There's like a, you know, painful ending that's, maybe this is in the past that they had some type of place where they have just resigned, like literally resigned to being pessimistic, to not have clarity, to be very unaware and depressed and ignorant. Because they're immature and they're, you know, they're unevolved. But yes, for sure, they did it for the money as well. So this is showing us yes, and the reasons why. Now, maybe this has to do with their ratings. Because this is, you know, this is a card of sad news. We get this all the time with these people. It's also a card of mental illness. Maybe if this is a woman, maybe this is Janine Pirro. God, can you ever imagine her as a judge? Ugh. But yeah, you know, pessimistic, mental illness, psychological problems. And so this is another like yes card. They did it for the success. If this is Tucker Carlson, for sure, did it for success. Sean Hannity's an older guy, so maybe he's just like the dumbest one of the bunch. But Tucker Carlson's younger. You know, he always looks confused. Yeah, they did it for the money, and they're locked into it. This card has them in their own self-created prisons that they can't really get out of because they've like made their own bed and they have to lay in it, and they've made their own. You know, they're just their minds. Their minds are closed. I can't really say that they're going to be, you know, locked up and go to prison, but this is a card of restriction. But I was looking at the past. I'm not looking at the future, so I can't say that this has anything to do with the future. I can just say that their success was ending. They went towards anything that they could to get out of this painful ending and loss that they were in, and they just like detached from their any bit of wisdom they may have had, which you know, we're talking immature souls, very immature young souls who have lost themselves. And yes, definitely they got in bed with these people and got in bed with Trump in this big, you know, the big lie. So yeah, it's a big yes. It's a yes. It's a yes. And I you know, if you want to see the future of Fox News, go to that video. But let's just look at. Yeah, this would be like the whole community, the watching community, and how people feed. You know, that's the sad thing. A lot of people feed on the negativity because a lot of people are addicted to negativity. As a community, in the future, there may be some legal. I can't remember what came through in that reading I did for Fox News, but this is telling me there might be some discovery that happens and some restrictions that come through for Fox News in the future. Yeah, because they're involved in this big lie, the stop the steal, the whole thing, and the distraction. This is a card of distraction, like distracting from literally the truth that comes in, and distracting from the change that needs to come in. And it will definitely change their reputation. Yeah. So, yeah, it doesn't look too good for them. Okay, well, that's all I have on this one. Thanks, you guys. Take care. Bye.